Watch and burn.
Hey everybody, so tonight I want to discuss Korn's fourth album, and that is 1999's Issues. Now, I love the artwork. I love how the fan base, we all got to try out and try our hand at designing a cover for a Korn album. Me and a couple of my friends, we did the laziest thing in existence. We took I think it was like a foolscap thing of paper. It was larger than an 8.5 by 11. And we had pennies. So we doubled up on the pennies and we did the word Korn and we taped them down using like packing tape. And we sent that in. And I was really hurt that they didn't pick our penny Korn cover because we put a lot of effort into that. And I mean, we were real fans too, but we just kind of hatched this plan to put together this really bad cover art. And we did. We used pennies. And we sent it in. And I remember the shipping killed us because we had to send it in flat. And because the pennies, of course, the weight adds up. And it was like 35 or 40 bucks to send it. And we had all of our red box money at this point, so it was fine. But still, it was like 40 bucks for this bullshit penny cover that didn't even, like, it was nothing specific. It was just the Korn with the backwards R done with pennies. And they didn't pick ours. Gotta say, I was kind of disappointed by that. But anyways, yeah, the fact that they had 4 different covers for this, then they allowed their fan base to design the album covers, and they picked their 4 favorites, and then they released all 4. That's amazing. That was awesome. And I remember the one my buddy bought, because I didn't buy this record, my buddy did. He bought the one with where the guys in the band were drawn, and they had like the yellow eyes or whatever, and they all had like these weird like strap things all over them. That was the one he went with. That was his favorite. And my favorite was the one with the candles outside with the chalk drawings, the stick figures. That was my favorite. It reminded me of like a murder scene. But anyways, yeah, I mean, this record just feels joyless. Like, coming off the strength and the genuine sense of fun that the guys in the band seem to be having with Follow the Leader, this record's a mess. The only song on here that I feel, or the songs on here, sorry, that remind me of the Korn that I was growing up with was Somebody Someone and Falling Away From Me. All the other songs on this record, they just feel lifeless. Like, the guys in the band weren't able to recapture that sense of excitement and that exhilaration that they had when they were doing Follow the Leader or something. Because there's something about this record that is just so depressive. And I don't mean it so much, I mean, perhaps it was a thematic thing. Maybe the guys in the band were going for a darker sound. I get that. A darker subject matter. I get that. It's Korn. They're always going for darker subject matter. But this record, it's almost like the darker subject matter sort of took over and it revolutionized their sound into something that it should not have changed into. Because I just straight up don't like this record. Somebody, Someone, and Falling Away From Me are the only songs that I listen to off here. And Falling Away From Me is one of the best songs Korn ever wrote. So that's on this record. So there's a lot here. And I'm hoping that by the time that this sees the light of day, this is October 1st or October 2nd, 2023. I have no idea when this is actually going to see the light of day. It could come out next week or it could come out next year. But hopefully whenever this does, somebody's able to say something in the comments where maybe I'll be able to sort of like this album more, because I've always wanted to, because I love the sound of this album and I love the feel of this album, but this record just feels like a joyless mess. Like, the aspects that are strong are ridiculously strong, but then the aspects that are sort of weaker and seem a little less focused, they're just so overwhelming, and I can't divorce myself from that. Like, I can't just let it go and enjoy what I like. This record just feels lost. Like it's just spinning in a blender somewhere. And yeah, so that's where I'm going to leave it. So thank you so much for hanging out with me for almost 5 minutes while I didn't really say anything good about Korn's 4th album, and that is Issues. Like always, if you like this review or you like this record, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. But most importantly, please don't forget that the world is actually a better place because you're in it. I'm going to go. Have a good night.